Howdy y'all, I am Ice Gold, and today I wanted to talk about a little topic that's really been just blowing up in the WizCom, and that is Wizard101 on console. Now, I don't actually own a console, so I don't really plan on doing a series on there anytime soon, but the impact that the console release has had on the game has been immense, and I think it's a really good thing that console has sort of taken off like it has. And I know that in the past I have said, like, oh, you know, console probably is not going to be too successful, and honestly I was hoping to get proved wrong, and I'm glad that it's been just sort of bigger than anybody could ever have imagined, including the devs. I mean, they've had issues with their servers specifically because there's so many people playing it. So I am honestly glad that console did much better than I was expecting it to, but there is one big thing here, and that is the fact that console needs longevity in order to retain this hype, because as good as it is that Wiz has got all of this hype about it, all of this talk surrounding it once more, this is like the most players it's had since what, 2013 or something like that. It is definitely not a dying game, and anybody who claims that Wiz is a dying game is not exactly correct. PvP, of course, is another story, but in terms of Wiz on console, its success has been very good for the game, but it needs to last if we want to sort of keep Wiz in this conversation and keep talk about it going up. And just sort of, we need to hope the console stays alive in order to maybe see more resources be, I guess, provided to Wiz to make things better, maybe push out more frequent updates. I think that would be pretty cool. And it's just console, the one thing that I am going to stand by is the fact that crossplay with PC not existing is going to hurt it. I think that was a big, I won't say missed opportunity, because there's physically no way that it could have been, I guess, seized, but either way, no crossplay with PC I think is ultimately going to hurt it. And the reason being, I mean, we've all seen what's gone on with the EU servers. It's like there's just been, they did well for a time, but as time went on, and they were behind on updates, like, you know, console is going to have to be behind on updates because, you know, updates have got to be approved by, I guess, like Microsoft or whatever for Xbox, that's that kind of thing. So it's like, that of course then screws with counterplay with PlayStation and all that. So it's like, for that to have happened, it's like PC is just going to get all its updates 3 months ahead of console, and that, I think, I really and truly do hope that console continues to stay alive and continues to be as successful as it has been. I'm still skeptical about its longevity, and it's like, I love Wiz, honestly I do, and I think that if it were to stay this alive, have this much talk about it, we really could see the glory days come back. The glory days of like 2010 through 2012. It's like all of that just sort of sticking around for years to come. That would be amazing. Genuinely and truly, it would be amazing. And I think that is just what the game really needs to see, because my generation, of course, we were all like, when we played this game back during those days, it was just like a life-defining experience. And so to have that same thing be an option for the kids of today, especially when they sorely need it, it's like they're and this could be like a whole topic for an MCSG video if I wanted to make another one of those about like kids not having their own online spaces, and Wiz sort of was that. And I think that Wiz just being this healthy online space for kids, that's really, really good, and we need it to stay around. And I like Console's release being as successful as it has really catapulted the game into a position where it can be that, but it needs to last, and that's the main thing that I'm scared about. There really and truly is no way to force Console to last longer, and all of that it really comes down to is enough people need to buy that Arc 1 pass and, you know, stay interested in the game and keep playing it and all that in order to keep it in the position where it is. And I don't know, I really, really think that it would be great if Wiz just sort of lasted forever. I mean, I do not want to see this game die. I don't think it's on a path to dying right now. The console release, like even without the console release, this game probably had until maybe 2040-ish. That was genuinely my guess. Like, it would have stayed around for another like 15 years if, like, without the console release. But with it, and if it stays as alive as it has been, if it stays around, then, I mean, who knows how long it could last. And I'm hoping that Wiz just sort of lasts as long as it possibly can. But to do that, people just need to keep playing console, and there really just is no fix to the whole crossplay thing like I wish there could be. And if I mean Wizard101 on mobile, that could be a whole thing that they decide to do. It's like just to sort of keep it going. But I just, like, I'm hopeful is what I am, and I'm hopeful that console can stay alive even despite the lack of crossplay. I almost said counterplay. Maybe I'm too PvP brained, but just staying around and staying alive, that's what console needs to do, and I think that it can do that. I mean, there's definitely a lot of MMO RPG games on consoles that have remained alive and well for years on end. I mean, you know, you have things like Elden Ring. It's like, that's a game that you still see people talk about occasionally, and I think that if Wiz were to become something like that, then we could at last have a good online space for kids, and so that way they're not like on Instagram Reels and Cocomelon and all that. I'd rather my kid grows up on Wizard101 than on Cocomelon or any of that, because you really do learn a lot from this game when you're that age, like I did. And I think that's just like the utopia reality that I think we could see if console sort of sticks around and stays as alive as it is right now. The boost that it's given Wiz has been immeasurable and amazing. I just hope that it can last. So that, I think, is my piece. So thank y'all for watching. I've been Ice Gold. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave like 50 comments for the algorithm. My Discord is down in the description if you want to chat with me some more, and I will see y'all later.